She tried to be invisible in her own bathroom. It would have been easier for her to just wait until I left the house, but I could tell she was worried. This was supposed to be so interesting. 23 years ago, after the birth of our third child, I had a vasectomy. This was what Deborah insisted on. Now the children had long since left home and we were once again enjoying the life of a young couple. Everything was fine until about 6 months ago when I found some condoms in Deborah's purse. We had a good marriage, I had a great job, and could support my family well. Deborah never had to work. As the children grew older, she began volunteering to fill her time. Our daughter married at a young age. One son. It was not difficult to verify my suspicions, but I could not figure out how to deal with this problem. When I remembered that my wife was raised as a good Catholic, an idea appeared. Robert Benson was a family friend. Robert and Carmen had 2 children. For the past 10 years or so, Bob and his wife Carmen have met with Deborah and me regularly. We went to the theater, sporting events, picnics, and even vacationed together a few times. I never noticed anything between Deborah and Robert that I considered inappropriate or suggestive. It must have happened when I wasn't paying attention. My relationship with Deborah has never changed. Her daily routine, self-care, and personal habits have never changed. Our sex life hasn't changed at all. Nothing new and nothing discussed. She was not harsh or argumentative. Since we both trusted each other implicitly, connecting to her phone was a no-brainer. Surprisingly, there was very little conversation between Carmen and my wife. The ones they did have were regular housewife-neighbor type discussions. There was nothing unusual there. That was where it all ended. She regularly erased her history, but I was still able to gather enough information to determine that Deborah and Bob had been dating for almost a year and that Carmen did not know about it. I made a mental note to talk to Carmen later. The vasectomy was entirely Deborah's idea. I would be happy to have 2 or 3 more children, of course, 10 or 15 years ago. The initial vasectomy only took 20 minutes, but the reversal took almost an hour. 6 weeks later, the doctor announced that the operation was a success. This was 2 months ago. I still had the sperm count of a 20-year-old. I sat at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee and waited. It was impossible not to notice the worried expression on her face as she sat down opposite me. I knew it would only be a matter of time before life forced her to buy a pregnancy test kit. She knew deep down that there was no way I could be the father. Now she had to explain to me how she got pregnant. I waited with a big smile on my face as she awkwardly tried to get comfortable. Donald, we need to talk. The main question here is, what the hell was I thinking? In fact, this is only the first question, and there are many of them. Where should I go next? Should I keep her or let her go? Since it's my child, am I stuck with her? Should I tell her I'm the father or let her hang herself? Should I tell Carmen? What am I going to do with Bob? Did I shoot myself in the foot? Should I try to convince her that Bob is the father? Should I disappear into the sunset? Should I seduce Carmen? Will I be able to? What if the father is really Bob? Why didn't I just poke some holes in the condoms? Do I really want to stay married? To be fair, you only really need to answer 10 of the above questions. If you answer half of them correctly, you have passed the test. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.